This is the story of 4 friends and a little one who set off on an adventure in Spain. 4 cities in 10 days. Let the adventure begin. We took a bus from Granada to Malaga and arrived in less than 2 hours. Malaga is a port city in the Andalusia region, right next to the Mediterranean Sea. Malaga is the birthplace of Picasso and my favorite actor, Antonio Banderas, full of beautiful beaches, arts and culture, history, and lots of fresh seafood. This is my kind of city. We arrived at our Airbnb and were pleasantly surprised to see it was even more lovely than the photos. Does this kitchen scream Almodovar or what? 1 bathroom, 5 people. What could go wrong? Our Airbnb was walking distance to the Centro Histórico, the historic district of Malaga. After wandering around the beautiful streets, we were ready to enjoy an early dinner. Amadeo had a recommendation for a restaurant, so we headed over there. Unfortunately, the restaurant wasn't quite what we expected.
All sparkling, fizzy, white wine. So not exactly a cava, but it has some effervescence. Almost like if you ever tried Chacolina wine, it's similar. Salud. Malaga.
Chuchu in the phone.
How is it?
Too fruity.
Carlos ordered it.
Yeah, I didn't order that.
So we just took the train earlier today from Granada to Malaga. So Malaga is another city in Andalusia, but very different in character, as you can see. This is by the ocean. Instead of the kind of cobblestones that you saw everywhere in Granada, this is more like smooth, just very different look. So we had our first meal. It was a little bit disappointing. However, I know there's good food to be had here. Now we're going to go for dessert. This is actually a Portuguese dessert place. I've had these before a long time ago. This is called natas, and they're amazing. And by the way, this is the church where Picasso was baptized. So that's pretty cool. Apparently both Picasso and Antonio Banderas are from Malaga. So should be an interesting city. What's the verdict, Hugo?
It's 10 over 10. Thank you, Amalia, because this is a good choice, not like the other.
While we were enjoying the natas, Carlos went to take Sofia for her favorite dessert, ice cream. He was supposed to meet us at the natas place, but got stuck in a religious procession. We're still not sure what the name of this procession was. The next morning, we headed out to breakfast. And then to buy some fresh bread to enjoy later.
Sourdough is, in Spanish you say masa madre, so it's a fermented dough Now they call it a masa. I don't know why. If it's just plain dough or everything is called masa. It's made with masa madre because the place itself is called fermento, like fermented. So we can double check. Gluten is right.
We were going to go next to the Picasso Museum, but it didn't work out.
So we wanted to go to the Picasso Museum, but I don't think it's gonna happen because this line is crazy. So Picasso's from Malaga. Would have been nice to see the museum, but yeah, it's really too hot for a line this long. It's longer than the Met.
So instead, we headed to the Mercado, the market in Malaga.
So this is the Mercado of Malaga. I just found my favorite fruit. Very hard to find. Fresh figs. I'm very happy right now.
¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes. Pues en Málaga vinieron inmigrantes japoneses y brasileños. Montaron negocios hace unos 40 años y a raíz de ahí fueron enseñando a diferentes personas aquí en Málaga, que hemos ido aprendiendo unos a través de otros. Y aquí seguimos.
Better than in New York.
After the market, we planned to do a lot more walking. So I decided it was time to get new shoes. I went for the quintessential Spanish shoe, espadrilles. Espadrilles have been worn in Spain since the 14th century, and they're both attractive and comfortable. I went to a recommended local place, Tony Pons. Now that my feet were happy, we headed out for a walk to the Puerto, the port of Malaga. The port of Malaga is one of the oldest ports in the world, having been founded by the Phoenicians in the year 1000 BC. The port was absolutely beautiful, but extremely hot this time of day.
We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. You should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day.
Carlos, Sofia, and I headed back to the Airbnb for a nap, while Amadeo and Hugo continued on to the Malagueta, one of Malaga's beautiful beaches. We had decided we would meet up for dinner later on, and so Amadeo and Hugo continued on to the Alcazaba, a fortress dating back to the 11th century during the Muslim rule of Al-Andalus. Shortly after, Carlos, Sofia, and I got up from our nap and headed to the restaurant to meet the guys. They joined us soon after, and we were excited to hear all about their day until we realized that the restaurant was so noisy, none of us could hear anything. We did really enjoy the food from this restaurant. However, I still can't tell you what our conversation was about.
I said, do you want dessert? I don't think that Cafe La Trova has the best croquetas.
Sadly, we had to catch a train early the next morning to head to our next stop.
So we're on the train to Sevilla now. Sevilla.
I really enjoyed Malaga. This was the kind of city I could potentially see myself living in one day. The history, the food, the ocean, the people. It's a truly lovely place that I wish we had had more time in. And now we were off to Sevilla.
It's a 3-hour ride. So I'm gonna try to catch a little nap. See you soon.